Ladies and gentlemen, we are here to observe the World Wetlands Day. We are in Soroti district, Soroti city rather. Right now we are in a Awoja swamp, and this is part of the reasons why we chose this national venue. Thank you so much. It is time to restore the wetlands for people and nature.
That the encroachers have actually reached where our obstruction is. So that water safety plan entails water quality management from source through the catchment and then the processes involved, and then finally the consumer's point of use. That we also offer boil advisory, where we think that yes, the pipe system in this network is old. While we are planning to replace them, they are often bursting and then it can cause contamination. We always advise the customers whenever we visit them.
Edor is my name. I have a small contract as well as 5 years. 5 years. Ordinarily, my people know water from Awoja is clean water. And as we talk now, I'm in discussions with this team. I want all my schools to have tap water. And these institutions do not boil water. The assumption that any water from Awoja is clean. Already have some schools that have the control. So yes, from the tap,
no additional.
We don't. There's that traditional thing that any water from national is clean water. So I think we need something beyond this now.
Many times I've been consulted by even the School of Hygiene to go and offer the information that I have about water quality. So some of the health inspectors in Soroti have been some of my students. And I also would love our stakeholders, all of us here, to encourage those students to come and visit us here, not to wait when they have gone to School of Public Health. And the ones who are right now in the service should be able to visit us. We are open as National Water to welcome anybody to come to look for information. So, and then the schools themselves should be coming here to visit us students. Then they get to know about water quality. I've only seen one school here in 1 year.
I think we need to do something beyond just connecting water.
And there is one thing I usually watch around this area, because your off-take point is around this. But when you look at the animal density,
especially on that side,
in the neighborhood,
it's very hard.
it is not that far away, but just very many animals, and you know the impact of animals on the water quality.
But on that side, there are really many.
Yeah. Those ones you can assume that their impact goes downstream and it is picked to another water source in a group. But now the one which comes from here, it is picked from here.
And then there is a group of farmers who are growing vegetables and cabbages who are in between that reservoir and this wetland. No, they are just local. They are actually in the morning I saw them pouring water from the wetland, water in there, and we need to put them under control together with the key stakeholders, which is national water. Because what is happening, for example, to Aguk, their side of the water, and the other sources, the water quality keep on what? It's going bad because of the activities. Witnessing here. Yesterday, I got a big number of them. We expect this to happen even here. Yes. You will see guys pushing animals from very far because the other wetlands are still occupied by rice, and here it is a grazing area. Now, when the numbers go beyond, maybe we can regulate by trying to regulate the animals that move as far as
from different.
so that people understand that they also have wetlands. Let them move out from those wetlands in order to get grass, rather than coming and
you can have the community management committee. Yes, the community management committee, so that the people who are grazed here are registered and known amongst themselves. But you also agree on closing season. I mean, it makes it worse. ambao unasoma Aboi City. We have the actually aspect part before the exhibition.
This basically is the exhibition. The exhibition is there. There is the Wetlands Management Department also exhibiting. Million Tree International. Thanks for joining us today. Mukusi Motors.
It's an important and that because Uganda accepted to be part of implementing the objectives of conservation and promoting the conservation and the wide use of wetlands. Luna ya uta ilolo aitoria. Otama program wake poli jauno ilo ponelo ta. Dawa na keuna bulu kama boisina kwa chama kuni jokro ke yala mamule. Teni chetu halo tabu watu moto kan podbele tu eta pai aboisho do. I want to recognize all different dignitaries who have arrived.
I now, with full authority, declare this function officially open. Fellow countrymen and women, feel free. Security is fully secured and guaranteed. I've deployed all the LOCs, so the few who are here, will you please stand up for recognition and wave at Her Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda. I read the Permanent Secretary's speech. I want to invite the Executive Director, National Environment Management Authority, to come forward and have a few words to the gathering here today. Bwana Idi, you are welcome.
Yogakere Ateker. On the occasion of celebrating the World Wetlands Day, which is celebrated annually on 2nd of February every year. And the theme for this year is restoration, action for nature and people. And as you have been seeing in this region, there is need for serious action to restore the degraded wetlands so as to safeguard ourselves. Wetlands play a significant role in the sustenance of our water supply, in the sustenance of agriculture, in the sustenance of disaster control, among very many other roles, as you already know. NEMA works very closely with the lead agency for wetland management in Uganda, which is the Wetland Management Department under the Ministry of Water and Environment. We work very closely. They are the ones in charge of day-to-day wetlands management. Our role as NEMA is to monitor, coordinate, oversee, and regulate and enforce the laws. But they are in charge of the resource, and I want to thank them for a job well done. There has been a lot of work done in the Teso region, and I want to thank you and the Teso people for valuing the wetlands for the important role they play in our existence. Lastly, I want to thank all of you, the people of Soroti and the people of Uganda, for increasingly getting involved in restoration action for environment and for wetlands. Together, we shall be able to turn the tide. The tide for the forestry cover has been already turned, as you know. The country has been able to reverse the negative trend of forest loss, and we are also seeing now a positive trend in the wetland cover by some percentage, which we shall hear later on. So if we work together, there is hope that we can actually reverse the tide. I thank you.
I have a written speech for the Permanent Secretary, Minister of Water and Environment, and I'm going to read it the way it is on paper. I request that you listen in to the words of wisdom from the Permanent Secretary. The chief guest today, the honorable ministers present, members of parliament, development partners, district leadership, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I warmly welcome all of you here today as we join the rest of the world to commemorate World Wetlands Day 2023. Your presence is testament of your commitment to wetland conservation amidst the concerns of continued degradation and climate change impacts being witnessed across the country. I take this opportunity to thank all our partners in conservation for the support accorded to us in realizing the conservation agenda. As you may all know, government has taken on and is implementing a program approach as a means of leveraging efforts and promoting synergies within sectors that complement each other. To further this cause, the Ministry of Water and Environment has developed a strategic development plan that is aligned to different government policies. It is anticipated that through this, there will be enhanced and effective delivery of services and implementation strategies. The 2023 event is celebrated under the global theme, "It is time for wetlands restoration." And our national theme is wetland restoration for people and nature. And our slogan goes, "Restore wetlands to save life." Distinguished guests, Wetlands Day provides an opportunity for all of us to take stock of our achievement, reflect on challenges, and based on this, forge a way forward that enhances delivery as well as promoting the wetland conservation agenda. I would like to underscore the important role that wetlands play both on the local scene and international. Ladies and gentlemen, we cannot do this alone. We need your hands, your voices, and resources to be able to take action everywhere there is a wetland. I therefore encourage you to guide the wetlands near you generously by reporting, recording, and policing. Start with village vigilantes and any creative way of mobilizing the youth and others to protect your wetlands. Ladies and gentlemen, Government is committed to financing wetland management in Uganda and has progressively increased the budget to the sector from a few millions to about 4.5 billion shillings for restoration. This is targeted to restoring all degraded wetlands, strengthening monitoring and enforcement, preparing wetland management plans, capacity development for wetland management, awareness and sensitization. Fellow citizens, as we take stock of our performance today, I'm glad to inform you about the following milestones that my ministry and the government as a whole have achieved. 1. A 10-year natural resources restoration plan was approved by Cabinet last year, and this will guide the restoration efforts for various sectors in line with the National Development Plan 3. The 10-year plan is aimed at consolidating the achievements in conservation and providing direction for sound environment management as a keystone policy of the government of Uganda. Number 2, as a milestone, gazettement of wetlands in the country is in advanced stages, and information on all wetlands has been submitted to the Ministry of Justice and Constitutional Affairs. The gazettement of wetlands will provide further legal backing to conserve these vital ecosystems. Milestone number 3 is that the Ministry of Water and Environment, in collaboration with the Ministry of Lands, Housing and Urban Development, the National Environment Management Authority and district local governments have cancelled over 330 titles in Kampala, Wakiso, Mukono, and Mukono districts, and 330 titles. And about 300 more titles have been submitted for cancellation. A process to identify title holders in wetlands in Rukiga and Bukedia is ongoing. Milestone number 4, we have reviewed the wetland policy and drafting of the wetland bill. The process of reviewing the national wetland policy and formulating a specific law to regulate management of wetlands is ongoing. Milestone number 5, a total of 18,214 hectares of degraded wetlands were restored last year in Bushenyi, Chisoro, Lugungiri, Kumi, Tororo, Butaleja, Butero, Chibuku, Chitagwenda, Oyan, Otuke, Lira, and Rubiris districts. Works for one water retention facility is ongoing in Paro, Opuku wetlands in Oyan district. And the 7th milestone is that a total of 931.85 kilometers of wetland boundaries were demarcated with pillars and live markers in Nakapiripirit, Rukungiri, Butaleja, Kumi, Butebo, Chibuku, Tororo, Chisoro, Padel, Uyam, Otuke, Kwania, Kamwenge, Rubiris.
We are looking at having a waste transfer collection of plastics in every village in Uganda. I call upon government and all environmental agencies to join us for this campaign. Thank you.
Allow me to invite the district chairperson.
Pejono no kola para nana lolo. Member of Parliament ok. PS kedeke timu. Le poloikit nema kokenere onore emuron kede kone timu engaro no Soroti local government ingare ni kiti papa speaker akate keno gweri tekeno Soroti keda Uganda kiere yoga bunere akoro ngesi ba pesa kusata kanina netubuskina parana our chief guest, you are in Igweri sub-county, one of the unique sub-counties in this country that hosts one of the most safe water source that feeds most of the district in this Teso sub-region, and also the most water-stressed, not only in the district, but in the sub-region. So you all come home with the entire team. Before I pass my message, I want to request my entire council to step forward. I have a very stable council led by Honorable Lebe Stephen as our speaker. At least we are steadily moving. And it's also very good for me to inform the guests that the majority there is NRM, where I happen to be one of them. So our guest of honor, our chief guest, that is the able leadership of Soroti, the traditional Soroti that gave birth to the entire Teso. Ateker lolo ijayo ni inumnume aparan na isamwa. Ijayo lolo ni iupakin keda kwapu kiere numnum aparan isamwa. Do ijayo lolo gweri. Otem lo gweri. Ikara kaisa kanyaluare ada kwap inumnuma parana. Konyera lo na rereng ba jauno lo no re gweri. Sakoro na shalamik se team lo ministry anu ase onu gweri. Ase onu Soroti. Esipeja parana ne polo kana. I was seated there and doctor was asking me, what's happening? You have a lot of food, but I see the number is not yet. First of all, I need to pass this message to the entire team. Today happens to be a Thursday. A Thursday in Soroti is almost like a public holiday. Even if you went to district headquarters, sub-counties, you will not get over 50% of the staff. We have one traditional market here called Arapai, that everybody goes to shop, including the member of parliament. I know after here we'll go there to do shopping before he gets back to Kampala. So that's the challenge. But a few hours from now, we shall have 5 times what you see here. I'm getting calls from them. They are just concluding their shopping. So I guess be very comfortable. We have a very big team supporting this event today. They are joining us shortly. As for this local government, what are we doing? in preserving, in restoring our wetlands. Together with this able council, we have decided to pass an ordinance that every human being above 18 years should have a minimum of 50 seedlings planted. And as we talk now, our people are busy planting, mostly during rainy seasons. I remember I moved up the office of the ED, NEMA. I moved to other places looking for seedlings. I want to thank the team in Soroti here that gave us 6,000 seedlings. 50% of those seedlings were brought to Gweri. But as you see, Gweri is one of the unique sub-counties in Soroti district. It receives rains late and also they also end early. They receive late and also end early. That's why for the last 6 years, almost every year, OPM has to give Gweri portion. That's a sign that there is a problem here. And I'm very happy that the entire team is here from the ministry, different agencies are here. We need to do something for Gweri as a sub-county. As a district, we have also agreed that all our institutions must have trees. All our government projects, during launching, we must plant trees. All our roads, starting March, we are going to plant trees around the district. We are also in very good negotiation with our people to leave the wetlands. I'm happy that we stopped in several places and you saw that there's a big sign that people left these wetlands some years ago. So kotonge bapa isa kusata kanini anu esu acham na yonga kinisama that chama kinisama bongo kinajara na mojong na kolajara sama seki. Our main celebrant, I'll be using 2 languages. There's a message which is good for those tents, and then I also have a message for my people here. So I take care, ni swama ate skapa take care no Soroti, I take care no Gweri, and I don't think a pocket. A partner kwanengo, amonyaki ni tungalu, or Minister of Water, aine poni ganga kinataroni, adumine pone li pedoroni, akor ni tojo kitai, okingane samai. As a local government, together with the Minister of Agriculture, our good friends from Water for Production, we are now encouraging our people to form groups, and we request for support from the center to have small-scale irrigation schemes around. As we talk now, we have a team moving around in Abia village. Abia village happens to be one of the villages in Gweri sub-county where we are going to have a small irrigation scheme in that place. But Bwana PS, what I would request, Gweri does not require only one. Gweri as a sub-county, you need to have in each parish if you want these people to have a better living. Because in Gweri, if you moved around, apart from cassava, most of the crops cannot survive. Rain is here for only 2 months, 2.5. They always don't get 2 seasons. In Igwe, you get only 1 season. If you miss the first one, then you wait for next year. At least sub counties have 2 seasons, but Igwe in particular has only 1 season. So I will be very happy that as the main celebrant comes back, to talk to the people, he'll be telling us how many, now that he's seated next to the PS, how many are organizing for Gweri as a sub-county. Ate keno Gweri, abalango be, otema kalo Soroti, Gweri serone tepe noi. Ichetema kibunedo iruanare karu, konye Gweri atipe. So ilipto la polo, oinaisi angini tela. Abo isna kipi, ka nebe kwa naduko kinabia. Our people of Soroti are law-abiding. We told them to leave the wetlands, and then the animals replaced them in the wetlands. Because initially, we had displaced the animals from the wetlands to put rice and sugarcane. But now we have done it vice versa. Inyoko ano osama achama kinaituka bongorai osamai. Konyaka lipa ebalabe oni luyape ke disamangun edaroki same jok. Mambi chama inche tunga yao na ituke dilori na buko no sama ikusu. Ipo bedesu. Mami chama indi tunga renge na ituka neniche. Renge na hii. Nari nyono sama chama na itu. Abongoro kwa na korai. Kujutela mere. Nara pungwe jiche tunga yao nde kwa na ituke di motokan. O chama nete sikuisa buko kininyo. Mami chama nete tunga lo kinga. Abu na buko na ituko sama kusu. Isama ngune rai luok. Angintu neje sama bukesi. Ati ngunami Julio ngun. Our main celebrant, I was telling them that we should work as a team. To safeguard our wetlands. Men neron kapayen. Asibapa is kisakan. Our main celebrant, we have the following challenges as a local government. I have a Department of Natural Resources that we are all aware that that's the department that is in charge in the environment. But I think it's the only department without even a motorcycle. And for the 7 years I've been in local government, there is no particular year I have heard that the ministry has procured a motorcycle for environment office. So now the vehicle for the chairman has become the environment office vehicle. When they want to go and talk to the people, you first have to leave them to use it. So it becomes a very big challenge. When it comes to funding, we are not recognizing this very important department. Very, very important. That when I look at my budget, in most cases, they are the second last. So I think we should have, I'm happy my brother, a member of parliament, is around, that we should say something in this house about this particular department. If we do not take care of this department very well, whatever we're investing in, we shall lose it in a minute. I have got these questions. We are leaving the wetlands. So what next? My humble request is, let us give our Ugandans friendly seeds that can survive outside the wetlands. Oyano ne mucheri rayo kakuma kujutela mere. Upland rice would be an alternative. Improved pasture would be an alternative. So that in all our boundaries, we can now plant the pasture, improved pasture, so that our people can really give time to our wetlands to regain. Otherwise, so long as we send 100% of animals to the wetlands, they will not regain easily. So it's my humble prayer that the Ministry of Agriculture goes ahead to plan for some of these inputs for our people.
Upitunga jokunare Uganda, ebali uwiri. Ajase, eboyoto, ejayi dokita, dokita kure, ejayi doktane, dokita kure, otokane jasi, rotine koritai. Upitunga yamaine bale kudo. Upi kweri toke yamaino se yamaine bale kudo. Upi kweri toke yamaino se yamaine jai MP. Ajase bale koku amina nara. Ajase.
And you know, if there is something that enters into our hearts without permission, it must be a song. It must be music. And he has done a wonderful job. But he has a kind request. He wants to move with the digital world. He's still on this capability and smartphone, in short. A request. It will be delivered by the guest of honor.
Thank you so much. The guest of honor tonight, the PS and the staff from the ministry, the district chairperson present and the councillors, the RDC, who is representing the guest of honor, the cow and the staff, the LOC3 chairpersons and the councillors present, the sub-county chief and the staff present, the LOC2 chairpersons and the committee, the LOC1 chairpersons and the committee invited, and the community at large. My name is Ekudo Tom Julius. I was blessed to be a member of parliament for this constituency. Before I proceed, I would like to advise the younger children who were presenting a drama here that you needed to include the clan leaders and the opinion leaders including the religious leaders in your drama, because the opinion leaders play a role. The church leaders give a message every Sunday, and the clan leaders always meet with their clan members. That's why I am asking you to put that into considerations. I can say, as if we do not have any other member of parliament present here, unless he's around. I have brought apologies from Honorable Adeke Anna Ebaju. She is not able to be with us. She has an appointment somewhere. Also, she got the message late yesterday, so she was not able to make it. She's with us and she greets you. Switching to what has brought us here, members present and the ministry members, let me give you some background about wetlands. You could have gotten some resistance. Maybe people are making noise when you are carrying your work. But what is making them to make noise? One, in 1994, somebody came to Gweri and he said he wants the wetland, that Apujan land there, for sugarcane growing in the names of Mubiru. People were hostile. Mubiru could not step here, and he left the area. He introduced the idea, but he could not return back here because people, I don't know what they were going to do to him. In 2006, Ichu also came. They had somebody that had talked to them that they wanted also the wetland for sugarcane growing. That thing died within a month because nobody wanted to hear about it. I remember very well some councillors were spearheading it. They could not meet with the community. When passing to the center, you could not stay or stand to wave the people because that wetland was meant for grazing. In 2007 to 8, the former RDC, Etonu, also came with a program to demarcate wetlands. And I was LOC's richer person here. What happened? The sensitization was not done adequately. The message never reached the people. We only saw the staff coming to demarcate the land. The community stopped it, including the LOC ones. They stopped it, and it ended. Last year, we started the program. I must tell you that all government programs are good. All government programs are good. There are no programs intended to kill people, no. But it is intended for our sustainability. What is important is to educate people. I am very happy Papa RDC, who is the current RDC, started very, very well. We went into almost all the villages. We went to all the villages giving the information. But as if it was not enough. During the implementation, calls came. Papa RDC is slashing our rice, our sugar cane. Where are we going? I told them, okay, let me talk to Papa RDC. So, I talked to Papa RDC that I don't want you to, when you are trying to chase for a criminal, you also become a criminal or no. The best is we need to educate these people. And these people were educated. Although they were not happy at all. They were educated. And I told Papa RDC, the best is send your people down. Let them educate these people. They will get the message. Even the program for land demarcation in Kamoda failed in Kamoda simply because the message had not reached the people. The leaders were not included fully. You see, when the leaders start murmuring, know that there is a problem. Know that maybe they are thinking of their vote back next time. But what we need to do is to talk to them. I came from home this morning, and you see me smiling. It is because I used water to bathe, to clean myself. Even you who is seated there, I see water in front of you. Water is life. I would like to talk about the Awoja waters that the chairperson LC5 had also talked about. The ministry, we are asking you, what is the benefit that the people of Gweri have got from Awoja water? Even the water you see here around, we had to dig it from here. And it is not enough to sustain the number of people here. We need water here, piped water. It is not very far. Why can't you say, let us appreciate the people of Gweri because they are the ones who, in this swamp. Yes, I know the natural resources are for government, but why can't we appreciate them? When you go to Jinja, you will find engineering institutions there. Don't you think we have land here in Igweri in order for us to develop engineering institution here? It is the question. Somebody representing the PS, that is our request. We also have boys here and girls who are ready to go to those institutions so that they become people like you, like me. We need to establish an institution in the name of Awoja, even if it is Awoja waters, Awoja word, but let us to appreciate the community of Gweri. One time, one of the honorable members wanted to stage a demonstration, but we said no, that is not the right approach. I think today, this is the right approach, and you are the right people to take the message. Still, in Awoja, we have enough water. As I moved to Kampala, in Kakira there, you find irrigation system, and the land is large. But you see the system sprinkling water for the sugarcane growing. And I remember very well, I made a statement in Parliament, and Parliament took it up and asked the staff to investigate and get a way forward. But up to today, we have not got that report back. I hear they came to either 2, 3 homes, they left. We have not gotten the report, and I'm going to ask for that report as a procedure matter. Because in anything that you are asked in Parliament, you have to give a report. Irrigation system, scheme. We would not be dying there in the swamps. You see now, this is a dry season. And these people you see here are active. Egogongi tungalu noi lu. Egogongo noi ida kapakina kor. Konya no na arai, erai kwa na pakina kolong. Ari chok choketa kecha misirin, tie koriete tima met ila laiteda. So, it is our humble prayer. We consider Gweri and give this irrigation system. Not only irrigation system, you are telling the people of Gweri to get out of the swamps. Not only Gweri, but the people of Uganda. But to my surprise, guest of honor, when you are moving, even in Kampala, people are busy constructing houses. And I ask myself, what is the ministry doing? When you ask somebody, they say, don't touch there. Those people who have bought there are untouchable. I said, untouchable how? When we are all below the law. Yes. Awata mangali weni lu. Etene ngola los laije. Elo kuriore samaya down. Mambero ni kuritana down oda. That's why I told the RDC Etono, because he started from Ogweri. They said, the people of Ogweri said, no, Etono, you have something where in Amuria. Why can't you start in Amuria? And Etono was defeated. But I want us to do these things systematically. Yes, for me, I have to talk the facts. And I must ask this question. When you identify a problem, of course you gather people, and the people themselves will say the problem they have in their area. After you have identified the problem, you have to give a solution. Yes, even me, I built a house through rice growing. Yes. So, for you to convince me, you have to talk to Ekudo so that I get it to understand it well. Yes, as a leader, I understand. But these people who benefited out of rice, we needed to talk to them. Because this was the income generating activity if you compare to other crops. At least that side, they have coffee. For us, Teso, we sort of rice, but now it is going to be sabotaged. We needed to get a mechanism, an alternative. If at all, we could ask the Ministry of Agriculture to reproduce these upland rice seeds. It would help. Personally, when the information came in 2011, when I was LOC3, there was a German man who came here to do a demonstration. And I took him to my place. I gave him gardens, but the thing never yielded well. It never yielded. So we asked them, no, do research again, so that our people get out of these swamps. Up to today, they have not come back. My humble prayer to you, although I was with the Minister of Agriculture at one time, and I asked them, you are telling us to get out of the swamps. Why can't we give these people fish ponds as a solution? They will learn from there. I was promised that we are going to come to each parish. I'm waiting, because that is our own. I'm waiting. Then I will ask her what has happened. Not only fish ponds, there is a gentleman, I mean that some organization there, they are making this an alternative to these polythene papers. I saw that thing there. Can you please bring it in that table? Yes, you bring it. You see, it is an alternative or value, to add value to our things. This bag you are seeing, you can use it for a month. Not like a Kenton that you will use once and tomorrow again you need another one. But this is an alternative. I have bought mine, and I'm going to put on it to carry my items from supermarket. I will not carry those paper bags from the supermarket, because it will pollute the environment. So this is an alternative. Thank you. This educates our people, and they will also get out of the swamps. So as I wind up, the representative of the permanent secretary talked of a bill, wetland management bill. We are going to support it, and we are going to debate on it. Personally, I will support. For me, with the government programs, I will only differ with you if you don't comply. But for me, every government program is a good program. Even PDM that we are singing about all the time, if we don't educate our people, we are not going to achieve. But we need to talk to our people day and night. Every day we need to talk to our people. And also ask those people whose appetite is high, the corrupt people. The appetite of money is high. They are the ones who are going to spoil this PDM program. The money will end in them, leaving our people here. These are the people who are supposed to benefit out of that program. Not you, who uses a pen. Forgive us. Let people benefit out of this program. For you, that program is not meant for you. It is meant for you to implement the program, not to steal people's money. And I was telling these people that they are the ones who are spoiling this government. Once they take 1 billion, people talk about the government, the government, the government. And yet it is one individual who has spoiled the water. So we needed to pick them. If you are a culprit, we pick you, take you in. You serve your sentence there. So I've been asked that the time is against us, which I also agree with. So the guest of honor. Yes, I have been with the guest of honor in his office, and we share issues, good or bad. We share. We clash and we come again around round table and we discuss. There is no issue of FDC, NRM. No, it is development first. Those issues will come 2026. Development does not know yellow. Development does not know red. Development does not know green or blue. But development is development. I end my story there. May I now take this opportunity to invite the guest of honor to come and give his remarks this day.
The honorable members of parliament, my friend Ekudu, the representative of Gweri County, my colleagues, the RDCs present here and the RCC, I want to recognize the presence of my very good friend, the RDC of Serere, Madame Nakamia Harriet, my long-term comrade and personal friend, Peter Peck Park, the RCC and your deputy, Madame Josephine Ibaseret Osibai. The chairman LC5, Soroti District Local Government, the executive director, NEMA, the chairman NEMA, the PS and your team, Ministry of Water and Environment, the commissioner in charge of wetland in the ministry, the chief administrative officer, Soroti District Local Government, the honorable speaker of the district council, dear participants, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. My name is Kumakesh Salim. I am the RDC Soroti District. It is one rare occasion for me today to represent nearly 3 people, myself the 4th, in this occasion. I am representing His Excellency the President, who was earmarked to have been the original chief guest in this occasion, but because of unequally important state duty is unable to be here. Effectively, I had delegated again the Vice President, Her Excellency Toto Jessica Alupo, who again, because of state duty, is unable to be with us. She thought in her absence she would delegate the Minister of Water and Environment, and she had obliged, but unfortunately, she got interrupted along the way, and she ended up not being with us. And due to all those factors, I have an express instruction to represent all of them. But because of protocol, I am supposed now to represent the Minister for Water and Environment. And that is the shoes I am wearing here. Before I go to the body of the speech of the person I am representing, I have also come here as the RDC, and I have my head also. My very good friend, the Honorable MP for Gweri County, said he has not come here to talk politics. And he agrees very well that him and I have on several occasions discussed on matters of development. But also at the beginning he digressed a bit on issues of wetland. And I thought I needed to make a rejoinder to the honorable member's comment. The PS, Ministry of Water and Environment, was very categorical here. That they have cancelled 230 titles which were erroneously given in wetlands. And if I still recall, my mental faculty is not lying to me, all the 230 are outside Teso sub-region. So in Teso they are yet to do the work. And majority of the cancelled titles are actually in the areas you are saying the government is not doing anything. But they have also said, I think you were already here, the representative of the PS has also said there are about 300 of them in the processes of being recalled or cancelled. So if your comments were not politically motivated, I thought this one should make a correction. And they have also put a commitment that they will come to Bukedia catchment areas and do the needful. So it is incumbent upon you and I, like you said, and indeed it is true. When I came in this district about 10 months ago, this very sub-county was my first sub-county of interaction. And I think of the 45 villages, I think I missed only 5 villages. Me and the chairman there, and the chairman LC3, I don't know where he is, we have been to. All the 40 villages of Gweri, we have been to. We have been to radio stations. Now, if you say we have not done enough of talking and convincing, then I think we may need the Holy Spirit to intervene in order for us to find a better way of reaching to our people. I want to thank the ministry for choosing Soroti district, where I am happy and ably representing the state and government for celebrating or commemorating this wetland day. And this particular ground, as the chairman put it, is very important for us to commemorate this day because of its peculiar nature, that you can only get rain for 2 months and the rest of the months you're only getting sunshine. And so those have been my opinion as the RDC of Soroti. Allow me now take my humble duty of representation and delegation. And I read verbatim the speech, which was initially comments, because there are two categories of statements in functions such as this. There are those who make remarks, but there are also those who make speeches. Those who make remarks are supposed to be very short, for nearly 2 or 3 minutes. Those who are supposed to make speeches are the chief guests, like me now. So I will, and the minister had initially been earmarked to make also remarks, and then she would invite Her Excellency the Vice President. And now that her remarks have turned to be a speech. So please, those who were writing cheats here, stand warned and don't apply the same to the person making a speech. Ministry of Water and Environment, speech by the Minister of Water and Environment. At the occasion to commemorate World Wetlands Day, 2nd of February 2023, Gweri Sub-County Headquarter Ground, Soroti District Local Government. Your Excellency, the Vice President of Uganda, now in absentia, the development partners, members of parliament, district leadership, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Ministry of Water and Environment, and on my own behalf, I welcome you to this auspicious occasion when we commemorate World Wetland Day 2023, and acknowledge the immense role played by all of you in the quest for environmental conservation, and specifically the wetland conservation agenda. This year's event is being commemorated under the global theme, It's for the Wetland Restoration. Our national theme is Wetland Restoration for People and Nature. And the theme is with the restore land, save life, as the slogan for the country. The theme underscores the urgent need for wetland restoration. It highlights the significant contribution of wetlands to the livelihood and the danger of not conserving those that still exist, and those being rapidly lost through wetland encroachment. Ladies and gentlemen, I am sure you all know the benefits that we get from wetlands. Critical among these is filtering and purifying water, removing nutrients, preventing the accumulation in surface and groundwaters, the cleansing and storage role of wetland protection protects downstream communities, relying on streams and rivers for drinking water. Wetlands are key to flood water, sediment control, and this way protects most of our open water bodies. Other benefits include provision of food, medical herbs, construction materials, habitats of many wildlife species. These benefits can only be sustained if wisely utilized. World Wetlands Day, in bracket WWD, was designated in 1997 during the Silver Jubilee of the Ramsar Convention, and since then Uganda has marked this day in different parts of the country through several activities such as mass media campaigns focusing on the salient national and local issues on wetlands, ministerial address, exhibitions, dissemination of awareness, education and promotional materials to schools, community and other stakeholders, youth dialogue and cultural presentations. Fellow citizens, my ministry has adopted the approach of rotating hosting of this event with the different district local governments taking lead countrywide. Allow me to congratulate Soroti District Local Government for accepting and successfully hosting this year's event. Now I am the minister. Can you clap for Soroti District Local Government? Let me also hope that Soroti District will maximally use this opportunity to leverage support for wetland activities, with the demonstrated efforts being undertaken using the conditional grant and the other financial mechanisms. Furthermore, I hope that the awareness raised here today translate into projects and interventions that justify more support to your local government. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ramsar Convention challenges its contracting parties to national action and international cooperation for the conservation and wise use of wetland and the way they protect most of our open water bodies. Other national wetlands and their resources. However, as you know, we continue to face a number of challenges in ensuring that our wetland continue to serve us sustainably as a country. Among the challenges is balancing the forces of development and environment. In order to optimize wetland benefits and also promote development, it is necessary to promote strategies that conserve and maintain wetland functions alongside sustainable development. Ladies and gentlemen, there has never been a more urgent need to restore degraded wetland than now. And so we join the international community to implement the UN Decade on Ecosystem Restoration, with the wetlands and other fragile ecosystems being at the center. You will certainly agree with me that the healthier ecosystem are what guarantee a healthier planet and its people. It also means that through this, we can help to end poverty, combat climate change, and prevent mass extinction. All this is meaningless if you sit and watch the wetlands go. Government has already moved several strides to halt the continued degradation of wetland. In 2011, there was a cabinet decision to create an Environmental Protection Police Unit. And in 2014, another milestone cabinet decision to cancel titles erroneously issued in wetlands. Other efforts include restoration programs, demarcation of wetlands, boundaries, and development of management plans for wetlands. All this is accompanied by mass public awareness, among others. The focus of this year's theme is on encroachers scattered in wetland all over the country. Given their much higher cumulative impact on wetland, we all need to join hands to avert this. I have been informed that the ministry is working with the judiciary to fast-track the establishment of a court to handle environmental crimes. Through the Ministry of Justice and Constitutional Affairs, wetlands will be gazetted, and I hope this will address the question on the legal status of wetlands and also ensure compliance to the law as far as their use and management is concerned. The ministry has developed a strategic development plan which is in line with the National Development Plan 3, NDP 3, the Parish Development Model, the Green Growth Strategy, with a focus on tackling poverty through interventions that promote economic growth. As I close, allow me to congratulate the organizers, the National Organizing Committee, Soroti District Local Government, Gweri Sub-County leadership, and the local communities for a function well organized. I thank you all, and I wish you a pleasant celebration. For God and my country, Honorable Beatrice Anywa, a team, Minister of Water and Environment. I thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. I think this has been my speech as the Minister for Water and Environment. And Mr. P.S., since I have done my duty very well, the attendant benefits that come with these ministries should equally accrue to me before my title expires. I thank you so much for listening to me. Also the performer, the beautiful artist who sang very well here. The ministry team mobilized, the technical team headed by the PS and the commissioner, the executive director of NEMA. You put a request for a smartphone, and I think they have mobilized the smartphone in form of cash for you. So you will be able to buy a very good phone, but not that one better than my iPhone, but good enough for you to transact business.
I want to just put one message. When I started working in TESO in 1998, I was told that wetlands were sacred lands. And so, it is up to us first to protect our wetlands in the neighborhood, and then others follow by example. So I'm happy to hand over to Mr. Ojebe Jr. the amount of 211,000 mobilized in this time. And also the message for World Wetlands Day 2023. So you go back, read at it. And in addition to that, by the powers that have been conferred to me by the Permanent Secretary, you will become our ambassador in the region. Compose songs that depict wetland conservation. Thank you.
Members, the chief guest is handing over the wetlands which are within Soroti district. They are all known, and they are around 441.1 square kilometers. Those are the wetlands which are well known within Soroti district, and that is where they are found as being handed over to the district to take care of them. So just la polo ke nomar bera put narai nueuta itodia itodunete pole jari boundaries Luka Isama Aneo Tomasoroti. So at a guest of honor, we shall be going to plant a tree because this is a day for environment, and the team leading the planting of the tree, please.
Yeah, we're going to plant 5 of them, kind of inaugurating in the Eastern region. The delegates and the honorables, we're so happy that we are part of this event that is championed by Planet Camp. So we have 3 spaces where we invited them. And first of all, invite the person who is in charge of the entire country. that's National Environment and Management to represent the authority to plant plants and then monitor. Let's invite the guest of honor, sir, to officiate the function. Can I have the green team here? Green team come there.
Don't cover the camera.
Not this one. Yeah. The indigenous tree.
Complies well with the local survivability. Oh yes, you can comply very accurately.
Some water.
By the way, that is dangerous. You cannot put water right now. It's so dangerous to put water under hot sun. It's going to attract all the heat in the soil around. Burn it instead. Some clapping, please.
Okay.